In this world, there are mysteries, strange and powerful events that happened long before we were born. Among those, one of the most feared names is Dajjal, the false messiah, the greatest deceiver, a man who will shake the faith of even the strongest believers. But what happened on the day Dajjal was born? Who are his parents? Was he born like the rest of us? Or did something unusual happen? Something the world has kept hidden in whispers and ancient texts? Today we go deep into the mystery, a story that's rarely spoken about, a moment in history when darkness entered the world, quietly. So sit back, open your heart, and listen carefully, because the more you know, the more prepared you'll be for what's to come. Before we talk about the birth of Dajjal, we need to understand who he really is. Dajjal is not just a man. He is one of the biggest trials ever created by Allah, a fitna so dangerous that every prophet warned their people about him, from Nuh AS to Musa AS to Isa AS, and of course, our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. They all warned us. Why? Because Dajjal will not just harm the body. He will aim to destroy faith. He will bring false miracles. He will claim to be divine, and millions will follow him. But every story has a beginning. To understand Dajjal's danger, we must go back to the day of his birth, the day when his soul entered this world. The Quran does not speak directly about Dajjal's birth, but the hadiths of our Prophet, peace be upon him, and the words of scholars over hundreds of years give us glimpses, pieces of a puzzle that tell a terrifying story. Let's begin with one of the most powerful narrations. The Prophet once told his companions that Dajjal would come from the east, from a place between Sham, Greater Syria, and Iraq, and he would cause destruction left and right. But before he causes destruction, before he performs false miracles, he must first exist. He must be born. Some scholars believe that Dajjal has already been born, perhaps even during the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself. Why? Because of a famous hadith that tells the story of a man named Tamim Alari. Tamim was a Christian who later became a Muslim. He told the Prophet about a strange journey he once took by sea. He and his group were caught in a storm and ended up on an unknown island. There they met a strange creature covered in hair, so hairy they couldn't tell the front from the back. This creature said its name was Jassasa, and it led them to a man chained heavily in a monastery. This man asked them some questions about the Prophet, about the palm trees of Baisan, and about the spring of Zugar. Then he said, "I am Dajjal. Soon I will be permitted to come out." The Prophet, peace be upon him, confirmed that this story matched what he had told his companions before. This hadith shows us something chilling, that Dajjal was already alive, already chained, waiting. So if Dajjal was alive in the time of the Prophet, then he must have been born before that. But how was he born? According to some reports, Dajjal is a human. He eats, he drinks, he walks the earth. He is not a jinn, not an angel, not a spirit. But he is not an ordinary man either. Some scholars say Dajjal was born to a strange couple. His mother was said to be a very large woman with wide hands and thick hair. His father was tall, muscular, and had long curly hair. This description comes from scholars like Ka'b al-Ahbar, a companion known for his deep knowledge of the people of the book. It is said that Dajjal's parents were from the east, possibly from a tribe long forgotten. But here's the strange part. Some say that from the moment Dajjal was born, he looked unnatural. One of his eyes was deformed. He didn't cry like a normal child, and his presence made people around him feel uncomfortable. Even as a baby, Dajjal had something dark about him. Now, there are two major opinions about Dajjal's nature. One, that he was born long ago and is still alive, hidden, waiting. Two, that he will be born in the future, just before the end times. Those who believe he's already alive point to the story of Tamim Alari. They say Dajjal was locked away on a remote island by the will of Allah until the time comes when he will be released. But why would Allah allow him to live so long? Because Dajjal is not just a man, he is a fitna like no other. His life is tied to the destiny of this world, and he will only appear when the stage is set for his deception. Let's go back to his parents again. Some narrations say his mother had many difficulties during pregnancy. She would scream at night. She would dream of fire, snakes, and blood. Some say she even tried to get rid of the child, but it didn't work. When Dajjal was finally born, her house felt like it went dark. Animals around her cried. Some even say earthquakes shook the land, lightly, not enough to destroy but enough to scare. It was as if nature itself was disturbed by his arrival. His father, although strong, was afraid. He felt that the child was cursed, and some believe they eventually left him or locked him away. So where is he now? According to the hadith, he is still chained on that island, unable to move, unable to escape, until Allah permits. The island's location is unknown. Some say it is in the Indian Ocean. Others say the Bermuda Triangle. Some believe it is hidden by Allah completely, impossible to reach. But Dajjal is there, breathing, watching, waiting for his moment, and that moment will come. The Prophet didn't just tell us about Dajjal's birth and presence. He warned us to prepare. He said, "Every prophet has warned his people of the Dajjal, and I am the last of the prophets, and you are the last of the nations. He will undoubtedly appear among you." Sahih Muslim. He also taught us how to protect ourselves. In every prayer, he encouraged us to say this powerful dua. "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from the punishment of hell, the punishment of the grave, the trials of life and death, and the trial of the false Messiah." This dua is a shield, a weapon given to us by our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. Never forget it. So now you know Dajjal wasn't just a future warning. His story began long ago, perhaps even before the companions lived. He was born quietly, to strange parents, with signs surrounding his arrival. And though he has not yet walked the earth freely, his shadow is already felt. The world is moving faster. People are chasing money, power, and fame. Many hearts have become empty, empty of faith. And this emptiness, this weakness, is what Dajjal will feed on when he comes. But you don't have to be afraid, because you were told, you were warned, and you were also given the tools to protect yourself and your family. So prepare your heart, strengthen your faith, teach your children, and remember, no matter how powerful Dajjal may seem, he is nothing in front of Allah.